Back to Simons. Jacks up with 3. The rebound by Duncan. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. How they'll go about defending. DeAndre Ayton came up, and Coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him. Out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Simons. Portland, no good that time either.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
That shot is good by O'Neal.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, threatening here.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And so James will bring it up for the 2000s team. It's a 5-point game from outside the arc. The offensive rebound. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Duncan. Here's Iverson. Drops in the 3.
And that's the unselfish play of Tim Duncan. Without much effort, he finds his open teammate for a good look and the bucket.
On the wing, Simons. The 3-ball. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Iverson. And here's O'Neal. It's covered by Ayton. Here's Iverson. Back to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Duncan, pass to Iverson. O'Neal inside, is covered by Ayton, and there's a 3-second violation. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland.
Substitution on the court.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So it's Portland now, trailing by 5. Simons outside, puts up a 3, hits the trifecta. Simons has got 6.
And this is how confident Simons is playing right now. He knows how lethal he is off the catch.
Here's Garnett. Soft touch off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Blazers trail by 4. Three-pointer sharp. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now. And Bryant, here we go. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Sharp, no good. Grant against James. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
And the defense make it too easy for LeBron James. Can't let him get that close.
Grant outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Garnett. And he goes in for the dunk.
really taking charge of the game, largely with the detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Really left him alone that time. 9 points in the game.
And Simons right now just assertive and confident in his offensive game.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Duncan. From behind the arc. And he buries his first look.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Now here's Simons. He's got 9. And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, Simon's known for a guy who can really get it going from behind the line, and he can do some damage. He's got length and vertical ability from there.
And James launches it from deep. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Trailblazers ball.
So for the Blazers, Klingett, he's checked in for Ayton. Thibault comes in for Sharp. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Simons. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Henderson, the pass to Grant. And he dunks it down.
Man, Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
There's the 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Trailblazers ball.
Kamara, he's checked in for Avdia.
Number 33, Toumani Camara.
Here's Grant. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Portland shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Jeremy Grant. 1 shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
You talk to most of the coaching staffs around the league. What is the first thing they think about with Jeremy Grant? And it's that athleticism that comes to mind.
Henderson for 3. The rebound by Duncan. Here's Nash. Nails it from 3.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Fires away from way outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The 2000s team leading by 8. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Matisse Thybulle out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Klingon.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. We've got DeAndre Ayton. Anthony Simons out there with Sharp. Then it's Deni Avdija. And it's Kamare in at the 3.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Bryant with it. Now Avdija defending. And here's Iverson outside. Kept alive. Shaq kicks to Duncan. Pass to Iverson. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good.
Well, Kobe has terrific vision and knows when to get it to his teammates.
The Trailblazers on offense. Simons, the pass to Ayton. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Iverson against Simon. Here's Duncan. Lays it up off the glass.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now, here's Sharp. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. His 3-pointers off the mark. O'Neal inside. From deep, James hits the 3-point bomb.
Oh, you've got to run LeBron off the ball there.
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. Looking to end the run, and it's Sharp missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Ayton against Shaq.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Hands it from downtown.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Back to Shaq. And stolen by Ayton. Here's the break. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And we got it.
Trying to set the tone defensively. You got to love that energy.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Iverson. And a switch here also for Portland. Grant's checked in. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
And stolen by Simons. And now Portland on the break. Here's Avdija.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Garnett finds James. Duncan left side, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Ayton a screen on Garnett. And Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Sharp against Bryant. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And Kobe, here we go. That one goes. Count it.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Portland.
Portland leading. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. The free throw drops for Duncan.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Nash is checked in for Kevin Garnett. And then for the Trailblazers, going in, he's checked in for Ayton. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Sharp, and Henderson subbed in for Anfernee Simons. For three, Henderson. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Nash with the bucket.
And the jump shot of Nash. Poetry in motion. Super efficient shooter from downtown.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Bryant. He's got 5.
And how's that? For a one-man show. Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. .56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
O'Neal. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Henderson passes to Grant. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
For the 2000s team, Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Shaq. And it's Pearson for LeBron. And Portland with a change here, too. Kamar is checked in. 34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. They get it back. Grant for 3. From past the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Kamara. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Henderson. Jeremy Grant is out there with Clingan. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. Grant for 3. And the rebound goes to Nash. Grant's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Duncan finds Wade for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Clingan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thybulle's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Wade. He takes it in, and then Wade slams it in.
So quick with that first step. Wade finds a lane there and exploits it for the deuce.
Grant outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Nash outside. Outside, Pierce. Three-pointer, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Pierce has got a pair of triples in the second now for the 2000s team. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. The 2000s team making a switch here. Iverson's checked in. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. In the corner, Henderson with it. A three-pointer, no good. Nowitzki outside. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Kamare. To the middle. Here's Grant. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. And here's the 2000s team. Kicks it out to Iverson. Nowitzki, the pass to Wade. The trade. The shot by Pierce, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Thybulle for 3. Duncan grabs the rebound. Nowitzki finds Pierce. Back to Nowitzki. Iverson outside. Three-pointer. Wade. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
So tenacious on offense. Wade has a keen awareness when to fire that quick shot.
Thybulle with the ball. Picked up by Nowitzki. Clingan, and he uses the glass on the layup. Clingan's got it all tied up now for Portland.
And they've repeatedly pulled inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 5. They set the pick. It's stolen by Duncan. And here they come. Here's Iverson, and the dunk by Iverson.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Henderson. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and the dunk by Grant.
And look at the hops on Grant, lifting off for a slam before the D can contain him.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations for the 2000s team. Garnett, he's checked in for Duncan. James comes in for Paul Pierce. And Kobe is subbed in for Dwayne Wade.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Outside, Avdia. Inside, here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Bryant finds James. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 3. The kick out to Simons. No good on the triple. LeBron. Oh, LeBron does it again.
Okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
James has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. For 3, Henderson. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And here's the 2000s team. Kobe dishes to James. We've got 1:23 left here in the second, and that one drops.
And one of those players who will not be denied. LeBron so strong inside.
Anderson looking it over. Ayton a screen on Iverson. Pass to Sharp. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. James against Avdia. LeBron drives in. Getting downhill, LeBron.
Watch out. I mean, when LeBron is coming through, the guy is a force at getting to the rack.
Sharp, the pass to Ayton. Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Garnett finds Nowitzki. Outside, James. Garnett in the post. Defended by Avdia. Kicks it out to Iverson. Shot clock at 6. The drive by LeBron. LeBron powering inside.
So tenacious on the attack. LeBron isn't bothered by a little contact on that drive.
And it's Simons missing. LeBron right side. He gets it up. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's the home team sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. Back right after this.
Drum roll, please. Let's hear it for the participant.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up.